Ladies and gentlemen, the graduation ceremony is about to begin shortly, but before that, a brief safety announcement. In the case of an emergency, exit doors are located at the back and front of the hall on both sides, left and right. Keep calm and we should aim for an orderly and smooth exit. A gentle reminder to all guests of the following. Throughout the ceremony, please ensure your mobile phones are turned off, your ID tags are worn for identification, you remain in the hall until the ceremony is over, food and beverages are not brought inside the hall. Thank you very much for your understanding and cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates procession will be making their way into the hall. But before that, a kind reminder that you do not obstruct the view of others while taking photos. Please put your hands together for the 2019 graduating class of the Asia Pacific University of Technology and Innovation, APU. Ladies and gentlemen, as an update and a reminder, due to the FA Cup football final happening later today, we would like to advise everyone to take the first exit at the roundabout opposite the main entrance of the campus. Do take note of TPM's Police Bantuan, who will be directing traffic towards this exit. Although the main TPM exit would still be open, it is anticipated that there would be high traffic flow due to contracted buses from both Kedah and Perak utilizing the main TPM entrance leading to the National Stadium. A gentle reminder to all graduates of the following. Please sit in your allocated seat. Leave your bags and flowers with your guests. Remain in the hall until the ceremony is over. Turn off all mobile phones. Ensure no food or beverages are brought inside the hall. And most importantly, do not take a selfie on the stage. Do take note that you will be walking up. Do take note that you will be walking up the stage on your right and down the left. You will be given a photography token as you step off the stage. Two more additional reminders to all of our graduates. Number one, your photo will be taken, and this will be memorialized in each of your homes, so do not forget to smile. Secondly, you are not graduating here alone today. You will be graduating as part of the 2019 batch. There are your friends and your classmates here. We wish to hear the loudest cheer that you have, especially when you see your friends on stage receiving their scrolls. Thank you for the demonstration. Thank you very much for your understanding and cooperation, and we shall begin the graduation ceremony shortly. So sit back and relax. Ladies and gentlemen, as I was quite affected by the demonstration of the cheer earlier, I would like to hear how loud can the 2019 batch of APU cheer and clap, of course. So, on the count of 3, can I hear your loudest clap and cheer? Is that okay? Yes. Parents and guests, you are invited as well. On the count of 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay. All right. We have a very huge competitor just a few blocks away, which is the Bukit Jalil National Stadium. Every time there is a match there or there's a concert there, so I think we will probably need to do a bit better than that. But before that, I think I would like to test a wave, a Mexican wave as they always call it, but today I think we're going to call it an APU wave. It's going to start on my left, right? Just raise your hands. Please, your mortarboards are all nicely on your head, so do not use that to throw it, not yet, all right, not yet. So we'll start from here with the wave, and it goes all the way to the right of the hall, on my right at least, and it comes back all the way. Can I have everyone's cooperation to do that? All right, so it's just to wave your arms, all right, get ready. Don't worry, someone will help you to adjust your robe after this. Be excited about it, all right? On the count of 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. All the way. Okay, all right. This is the most quiet wave I've ever seen. Waves are loud. Waves have sounds that goes along with it, correct? So let's try that again. From the left, it goes all the way there and it comes back. The waves need to go and come back. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I believe the instructions were clear, but however. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this marks a very historical day for you. So again, I would like to remind you, do smile, enjoy the day, be extremely excited. You have the most important people here with you, your friends, especially your families. I could see the smiles on your parents, on your guardians' faces at the back. They're all very excited for you today. Give them the same response as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2019 graduation ceremony of the Asia Pacific University of Technology and Innovation is about to commence. The academic procession will now enter the hall. Please rise to welcome the procession. Kindly remain standing as the national anthem will be played soon after. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may now be seated. Good morning, salam sejahtera, and a very warm welcome to Datuk Paramjit Singh, the Chief Executive Officer of APIT Education Group, Professor Ron Edwards, Vice Chancellor of Asia Pacific University, Professor Yayan Ellis, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Partnerships and Region, Staffordshire University, graduates, distinguished parents, honored guests, staff and faculty members of Asia Pacific University, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for gracing the APU 2019 graduation ceremony. First and foremost, we would like to invite Professor Ron Edwards, Vice Chancellor, to deliver the welcoming address.
Dato Dr. Paramjit Singh, Professor Yayan Ellis, colleagues, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to warmly welcome you to our graduation. An especially warm welcome is extended to the family members who have travelled a long distance to join us today. For all family members, welcome to our beautiful campus. Please feel free to enjoy it, to see where your children have been studying for these past 3 or 4 years. Enjoy the environment that your children have enjoyed. When I first met you, I'm speaking to the graduates, I first met you in your orientation week 3 years ago, possibly in this very lecture theatre. I welcomed you again and highlighted that you had a big challenge in front of you, a wonderful opportunity, but there would be challenges along the way. You needed to be self-disciplined, well-organised, resilient, able to get on top of all of the different expectations that will be placed on you. And congratulations, you have met those challenges, you have fulfilled the opportunity, and here you are ready to move on to the next stage in your life, whatever that might be. But of course, there are more challenges in front of you. The workforce is somewhat volatile with technology, creating new jobs, but changing other jobs, changing the way in which we live. We have political issues in the Middle East, potentially military issues in the Middle East, and globalisation in many ways is in retreat. So it's, as always, for every generation of graduates, there are challenges facing the environment in which you are about to become a member of the workforce. So what advice can I give you? Well, a few months ago, I was speaking to a fairly elderly person, even older than me, a gentleman who had been the founder and CEO of a very large company, and he'd been the president of his professional body on 2 separate occasions. Someone who'd seen many, many graduates leave university and join the workforce, and I thought it would be useful to get his insight into the process and what advice I might pass on to you. Well, the first thing he said was that there is some common knowledge. Employers are regularly surveyed and asked, what are you looking for in your graduates? And the surveys are very consistent. They say that the graduates need to be good at communication in English and good employees, good members of a team, so they work well with others in the organisation. He said everyone should know that. That's published many, many times. But he went on to say, to give me 2 other insights that I'd also like to share. Firstly, he said, well, Ron, your graduates need to be good at how. And I didn't understand. He put out his hands like this. And he explained to me, they need to be able to solve problems, to get things done. And theoretical knowledge of itself is just the start. Your graduates need to be able to translate that theoretical knowledge into practice and solve problems for their organisations. Not partly solve it, but completely solve problems, get the job done. And so he said, being competent technically and with a mindset that gets jobs completed, they'll be well placed. But he went on to say, and he leaned in a little closer, I think giving me his personal insight. And he said, well, as important as how is, that is technical competence and willingness to complete jobs, get the problem solved, he said all through his career he had observed that people who were good at how reported to people who were good at why. I didn't fully understand that either initially. He went on to say, well, technical competence is very important, but it's the people who always ask, why is a job necessary? Why did the problem come about? How can we avoid this problem in the future? They're the people who rise to the very top. So if you wish to rise to the very top, which I would love to see, and this gentleman would love to see, communication skills, especially in English, ability to work with other people, technical competence, and a get the job done mindset, and the ability to think creatively and critically so that you're able to see the big picture and move your organisation forward. I think that's very good advice, and I'm pleased to be able to pass it on to you. Now, next I'd like to recognise the role of your families, especially your parents and guardians, in helping you reach this point. I'm sure you understand the social and financial support that they've provided you, the personal support, but in fact their support is much deeper than that. When you were growing up, they reminded you regularly, I'm sure, to finish your homework, wear your school uniform with pride, do your chores, look after your brothers and sisters, show respect for elders and always tell the truth. These insights that they drilled into you have supported you as you have grown through adolescence and as you have completed your university degree. They'll also underpin your next step in life, because in the workforce they translate into employability skills, the ability to work in teams, take pride in the quality of your work, being reliable and trustworthy, being self-motivated and self-disciplined. That is, the foundation that your parents provided during your childhood has served you well as a university student and now will serve you very well in the workforce. Keep in mind how important that upbringing and those values have been and will be for you. And now you need to ask, how can you contribute to your parents and to your family? They have given you so much. What can you do in return? And what can you do to the next generation? Do for the next generation? I think you should all thank your parents and be aware that it's now your turn to work for your family and its development. Next, I'd like to recognise the importance of our partnership with Staffordshire University, represented by Professor Ellis today. Staffordshire University, coming from the United Kingdom, has a reputation, of course, for tradition, for quality, for excellence. An Asia Pacific University, coming from a part of Asia that has an association of dynamism and progress towards the future. Your degree has been enriched by the combination of attitudes and skills and histories of the two universities. And I do thank Professor Ellis and Staffordshire for their contribution to your studies. Next, I'd like to recognise the role of my colleagues sitting behind me and all of the other academic and administrative staff in the university who have contributed to getting you to this stage. We ask a lot of our staff. We ask them not just to teach or administer, we ask them to be role models and mentors for all of our students so they can see how professionals present themselves to the world. And they do it with commitment and passion. And I do appreciate it, and I do thank them for their sustained hard work. Last, I'd like to pass on a piece of advice that I collected from a colleague in India last week. I was fortunate to be able to be invited to a graduation for a college there, the Sri Ramakrishna College. And the Chancellor there passed on some very interesting advice that I think I'd like to share. He said, "Be honest when in trouble, be simple when in wealth, be polite when in authority, and be silent when in anger." I think this advice is very much part of the good to work with advice that the earlier distinguished gentleman passed on. May I repeat it for you? Be honest when in trouble, be simple when in wealth, be polite when in authority, and be silent when in anger. I believe this advice will serve you well. Again, congratulations. You have made good use of the opportunity that APU and your family have made available. Graduation is a fine achievement. On behalf of the university, we wish you the very best in the journey that you're about to undertake. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Ron Edwards, for the welcome address. With great pleasure, we would now like to invite Professor Yayan Ellis, Pro Vice-Chancellor, Staffordshire University, to deliver the graduation address.
Chief Executive Officer of APIT Education Group, Datuk Parmit Singh, Vice-Chancellor, faculty and staff of APU and APIT, honoured invited guests, parents, family and friends of graduating students, but most importantly today, to you, the graduating students. I'm absolutely delighted to join you today on behalf of Staffordshire University to join in the celebrations as you receive your awards. And graduation is without doubt the highlight of the academic year, and certainly as Pro Vice-Chancellor, it's one of the most enjoyable parts of my role. Today, as you heard, it's a significant landmark in your learning career. A day to celebrate. You don't look in a very celebratory mood at the moment. You're all looking very serious. But this is a really joyous day. Make sure you celebrate today because today is a day you are going to remember for the rest of your lives. Although today you're celebrating your achievements, as we've just heard, you would not be here today without the support of your teachers, your parents, your family, and your friends, who will have supported you financially and emotionally through many high points, but there will also have been low points in which they'll have come to your support. And today, I'm sure that those who've supported you will be equally proud as you are proud of yourselves. And I'd like to pass on my thanks and appreciation to those who've supported you on your journey. Most of you may only get the opportunity to enjoy one graduation ceremony. I'm greedy and lucky, and this is my third graduation ceremony here in APU, but it's the first one that I've been able to join here in this fantastic campus, and it's really fitting that you're able to graduate in such a fantastic building here today. Our universities have been working together, as we've heard, for many years, and this has enabled thousands of students to gain the UK degree here in KL. And both our universities share a commitment to provide educational opportunities that transform the lives both of you as students, but also make a positive social and economic impact for global society. And by working together in partnership, we have helped build the respective reputations of APU and of Staffordshire University. And we expect that as you go out into the world of work and as you make your impact, that will in turn add to the reputation of our universities. Let me just take a few moments to share some of the achievements of Staffordshire over the last 12 months. In terms of teaching excellence, in the UK 2 years ago, a new set of awards were introduced to recognise excellence in teaching and student outcomes. And in the very first assessment exercise in 2017, Staffordshire was awarded a prestigious Silver Award. We weren't content with silver. We wanted to achieve gold and set ourselves that ambition for 5 years. And just 2 months ago, we were successful in being awarded a gold standard. Only 27% of all universities see a graduating award from Staffordshire, which is one now of just 27 universities, 27% of universities, which achieve that highest level. We also have been ranked 8th in the UK out of 120 universities for student satisfaction. In the latest Guardian League Table rankings, Staffordshire achieved its highest ever ranking of 37th out of 121 universities. And additionally, for the first time, we have entered the World University Rankings Top 1,000. I'm extremely proud of these significant achievements over the last 12 months, as much as we're proud of each of you and the individual achievements that you've made by being here today. Although your graduation today is a significant landmark, it's not the end of your learning journey. And for this reason, graduation is also known as commencement, as it marks the end of this phase of your journey, but the start or commencement of the next phase. And I'd like you to remember that the certificates that you're going to receive today, those certificates on their own will not determine your future success. The degree has provided you with the essential knowledge, skills, and values, and you're well equipped to make a difference and make your mark in society. So it's how you use those that will now determine your success. You are now the innovators and leaders of the future, and your success will depend on how you use those knowledge and skills. Now, on graduation day, everybody will have some advice for you. Ron has shared some advice, and I'm no exception. I have 3 pieces of advice to you. Firstly, be ambitious, be confident, and be professional. Don't wait for opportunities to come to you. Go out and create your own opportunities. Secondly, keep an open mind so that you continue learning every day. Keep stretching yourself. Take risks. Expect to fail often. Learn from failure and bounce back. And thirdly, make sure you use your education wisely and treat people respectfully. Behave towards others as you would want them to behave towards you. In the words of Maya Angelou, people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Don't underestimate just how important you are as ambassadors of APU, Appit and Staffordshire University. Your stories of personal success you should share because they will inspire both current and future students that follow you. And finally, can I end by adding my personal congratulations and best wishes to each and every one of you on your achievement. As I said at the beginning, enjoy today's celebration, and I wish you success in the rest of your future careers. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Yayan Ellis, for the graduation address. Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly invite two of our graduates this year in the Bachelor of Arts Honours in International Business Management and Bachelor of Science Honours in Forensic Computing to be present on stage to deliver their address representing the graduates of 2019. Please join us to welcome Abel Hanafi Yusufu and Dinisvaran Sahaya Murthy.
Wow, the excitement. To all academic and non-academic staff, distinguished guests, parents and guardians, and to my fellow graduates, class of 2019, a pleasant morning to all of you. I am deeply honored to stand before you on behalf of the School of Business and Management to deliver this valedictorian speech on this very special day. Today marks a day of jubilation, a day of fulfillment, and most importantly, a day of achievement. As I speak with uttermost happiness and joy, I am sure we can all attest that today is truly a day to cherish and remember. As one author once said, and I quote, "Graduation is not the conclusion of an achievement, but simply the beginning, simply the ending of one chapter and the beginning of another chapter." This very day unfolds the memories, the lessons, the challenges, and most importantly, the achievements throughout the last few years of our university life here at APU. It seems just like yesterday when we arrived at this amazing university, torn between leaving our families and starting a whole new journey. But here we are today, celebrating the success of our sweat and tears. Throughout the last few years, we have not only grown scholastically, but also spiritually in wisdom and in character. We have learned to interpret life in our own terms and not let the daily challenges hinder our success. What is the greatest lesson that we have learned? The choices and decisions we make daily determine our future outcomes. Let us use what we have gained to make a difference and excel in all we do. We have truly had an amazing and remarkable journey here at APU. And I'm sure I speak for all of us when I say APU will be etched in our hearts forever. As to my fellow hardworking graduates, we all have a different journey and different roads ahead of us. But let us not forget where we come from and where we stand. We are here because we never gave up. So let us take that same thrust into the next chapter of our lives. The past few years have made us more than just friends. We are family. We were there when the going got tough. Sleepless nights doing assignments and studying for exams. And the best part, making memories whilst at it. As we go out there, let us raise the flag of our great university up high and be exemplary to those following in our footsteps. Special thanks goes to all those that have made this day a success. To our lecturers for their unwavering dedication and support. To the school for equipping us with the tools to move forward. And most importantly, to you, our parents and guardians, for sacrificing so much and always being dedicated to our well-being. As I would like to also take this time to thank my family, my father and my sister in the crowd, especially, for always being there for me since birth. In closing, let us not forget who we are and where we stand. As we go out into the world, let us know that the road to success is not straight. We are bound to face learning curves. But what's important is that we do not forget or we do not give up on our goals and our dreams. I would like to leave you with one of my most favorite mottos. Dream the impossible, seek the unknown, and achieve greatness. With that being said, I would like to hand over to my co-valedictorian, Dinesh Varan. May the Almighty bless you all. I thank you.
Test. Hi guys. A pleasant day to honorable guests, lecturers, parents, and my fellow graduates, class of 2019. First, I would like to express my gratitude to the School of Computing for nominating me as the valedictorian for this graduation ceremony. It is indeed an honor. 4 years ago, APU gave me the opportunity to pursue my study here by giving me the scholarship that changed my entire life. I did not know whether it was something that I would like to do, but I definitely knew it's going to be worthwhile. Studying in APU made me realize that life is about developing yourself no matter how difficult things get. I started off by being active in voluntary tasks, joining the student council, be part of APU Taekwondo team, and also working as a student marshal. It is indeed one of the greatest experiences of life that I had, where I meet people who always inspire me to be better all the time. On top of my thank you list, I have my 2 pillars of strength that always motivates me to move forward in the days of ups and downs. My parents. Coming from an ordinary family, you have worked so hard that I'm not sure how I'm going to repay you back. Appa, Amma, thank you. Thank you so much for being here to witness the hard work that you put for your son, and I'm the proof of your hard work. Moving on, a special thanks to my drama queens and drama kings, and of course, I meant my classmates and friends. Yeah, we have come so far and we made it to the end of our university life. It is so memorable that we think about our times and stress doing assignment, class tests, queuing up in the printing shop, although the queue never finished. And submitting assignment exactly after 7 p.m. and begging to the admin, please extend my assignment, although it's already too late. And also I'd like to thank my classmates for accepting me as your group mate and ditching me when you find somebody else. It's a journey of a lifetime that I will never ever forget. So next I have these 4 individuals who have been always there in mentoring and coaching me in my academics and also in my events. First, I have Miss Aida. Thank you for sharing me. I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for sharing me your FYP title and also making me to have good marks in it. And I'm sorry that I spelled your name wrong when I submitted. Next, I have Miss Shana and Mr. Ilan from the Student Affairs Department. I can't see Mr. Ilan here. Never mind. I couldn't thank you more. Thank you from always supporting and motivating me whenever I feel sad and demotivated. It helped me a lot to move forward. And thank you for being a parent figure for me in the Student Affairs Department. Next, I have my lecturer, Miss Mariam. She's not here, she's in JB. I would like to thank you for always being a career mentor for me till up to this day and always giving me advice in class. And I would like to say that I wouldn't forget you all. And I would like to do a shout out to all my Taekwondo family. I have Nur Amira there. Yeah. I have Hamizan Hamin from Brunei. I can't see you, where are you? I have James Tan and Risa Rotwanakaran from Thailand. So thank you for making my life in Taekwondo such an amazing year, and I wouldn't forget you all as well. In a nutshell, my fellow graduates, we have ended a part of life that we started 4 years ago. This is our achievement, This is our history. And I would like to end my speech with a cheer that we always do in APU Taekwondo Club, which is APU fight, APU fight, APU fight, fight, fight. We are the champion. Hoo-ha. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Abel and Diniswaran, for that inspiring speech. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduation ceremony will now commence with the presentation of the undergraduate awards, outstanding students, and best student awards. Graduates will receive their scrolls from Professor Ron Edwards.
The following students will be receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Accounting and Finance and specialisms in Forensic Accounting, Internal Audit, Taxation, Forex and Investment. Adam Poon Kaseng. Ainul Akmal Ahmad Nazari. Alice Wong Xiao Chin. Cheng Pei Chi. Eileen Ong Yining. Ko Tong Yang. Liu Pei Yin. Liu Chaowen. Lim Yi Jun. Lo Zi Ching. Muhammad Hazwan Haji Muhammad Aziz. Nur Siti Ayuni Azimah Abdul Manaf. Nur Arsima Muhammad Asim. Rachel Tan Lee Ji. Reshiwaran Jagadeswaran. Sandhya Subramaniam. Shahir Ali Memon. Sharafunnisa Ibram Shah alias Ibram Shaw. Wong Kayen. Wong Yuan Heng. Yo Pei Sin. And Yuhan R. Mohan. First class honors, D.Y. Kang. Zhong Zixin. Lee Yen San. Ong Chayun, Parmeshwari Gauravi Venkatesh, and Sharon Lee Ming Yi. Bachelor of Science in Actuarial Studies, Bachelor in Islamic Banking and Finance, and Specialism in Financial Planning, Investment and Risk Management, Chan Hao. Eugene Chin Yi Fan, Grace Wong Ling Sang, Hana Safia Jawahir, Ho Chi Yuen, Hong Cheng Hee, Lee Jiawen, Lim Chi Chong, Lim Yong Han, Eung Yao Hong, Nicole Tan King King, Nishandani Gopal, Nurul Amira Muhammad Azman, Rebecca Leong Siu Chi, Sak Go Bin, Tan Wei Jia, Ting Si Si, Wong Shin Yi, and Wong Yong Wen. First Class Honours, Chi Kayen. Cheong Sin Hui, Chua Chawen, Fong Yi Ying, Jung Choi Ni, Ko Chen Yin, Lau Chu Yan, Musandu Matipa Ruth, Eung Pei Yi, Wong Zixin, and Yap Jing Yi. Bachelor of Arts in International Business Management, and Specialism in E-Business, Abdul Muksit Rabani Aziz. Arkady Bo Leksono. Lee Shin Yin. Lintang Widya Lazuardi. Mariam Amani Zahir. Muhammad Syahmi Syahiran Syarbini. Michael Elvin Tanuwijojo. Muhammad Hamizan Abdul Hamid. Muhammad Haziq Izzat Haji Kamis. Muhammad Nafizuddin Azlan. Moy Mia Chue. Muhammad Wai Sulaiman Haji Syam. Nahuduin Nasim. Rivati Bala Subramania. Salah Saleh Ali Al-Zahiri. Sarvinjit Kaur Hehar Gurmukh Singh. Sharizaz Shuhaimi. Tengku Aiman Zulfikar Tengku Anwar Musyadat. Tierno Majuberi. And To Kim Ek. First class honours, Abel Anafi Yusufu. Genevieve Adrian William Bruno. Mushira Mahmud Musleh Haidir Al-Rasas. Bachelor of Arts in Human Resource Management, Tourism Management, Marketing Management, Media Marketing, and Bachelor of Science in Media Informatics, Azwar Ahmad Tajri. Ba Matraf Abdullah Adib Abdullah Muhammad. Chung Jia Liang. Iman Sulaiman Sohail. Farhana Shahrin Faria. Go Yot Lei, Kong Hui Chien, Lee Jia Yi, Lim Chu Xuan, Lutfia Khairunisa Khalid, Nur Masraida Muhammad Nur, Nur Nazatul Akila Zulkarnain, Poon Yi Ching, Priscilla Sinbad Johnny Sinbad, Ras Afirina Muhammad Razi, Risa Rojvanakan, Sahim Abdul Majid, Samuel Ha Hao Ying, and Wong Mi Ting. First Class Honours, Lim Siu Ling. And Muhammad Wardi Haji Rozali.
Thank you, Professor Ron Edwards, for doing the honors. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduation ceremony will now commence with the presentation of the undergraduate awards, master degrees, outstanding students, and best student awards. Graduates will receive their scrolls from Professor Yayan Ellis.
Bachelor of Science in Technopreneurship, Computer Games Development, Intelligent Systems, Computer Science, specializing in Data Analytics, Chin Jun Lee. Chua Meiji, Yan Wen Yu, Ian Salim Lim, Lee Jack Lee, Lia Xiong Feng, Ui Wei Hung, Sam Yuan Singh, Sam Yuan Singh, Si Rong Ji, Siti Nadira Haji Roslan, Tia Zi Yuen, and Teresa Arise. First Class Honours, Chin Kawe Gavin. Bachelor of Science in Computing, Cybersecurity, Forensic Computing, Business Computing, and Business Information Technology, Dia Tri Maulida. Ira Vivar Maraj Tile Tile Kumar. Intan Widya Mentari Sumedi. Lai Wei Yang. Lee Chun Shen. Muhammad Muzamil Hassan Sadiq Bacha. Navindran Rabindran. Ung Kai Hong. Tan Ming Yi. Tan Tiam Huat Angka. And Vinod Raj Selvaraja. First Class Honours, Chan Wenzer. Chi Mei Jia. Dylan Bong Zi Hang. Dineswaran M. Sahayamurthy. Dunstan T. Hienzon. Go Jia Yi. Joko Tan Guan Min. Kong Bun Bin. Ku Zong Yi. Kwong Li Shen. Li Liang Fong. Normuna Hazim Tamimi. Pan Yanzi. Pi Jiaying. Ruben Ng Yuan Jun. Sandeep Singh, Jagdeep Singh. Simon Xiao Kayang. Teng Chi Yuen. And Tam Yi Hui. Bachelor of Arts in International Relations, Product Design, Visual Effects and Concept Design, Aliyah Hasna Abdullah. Che Ruben. Lee Jun Kiat. Nishan Jayashankar. And Nurul Kistina Abdul Karim. First Class Honours, Chong Carmen. Christopher Yong Zen An. Jerusha Chan Siu Ling. Lee Kian Chong. And Leticia Adelina Gomez. The following students will be receiving their master's degree. Fan Shu Yang. Muhammad Zaim Roslan. Muhammad Akbar Al-Muttaqin. Oluwabi Akinkunmi Adigunwa. Pan Ti Tao Trang. Sim Suk Tin. Tan Ziaron. Zunaira Arif. Abdullah Munir Akara. Chan Jen Au. Dilnavo Ibadulayeva. Fu Choi Ling. Lakam Arun Kumar Reddy. Lim Wei Ren. Ma Tui Duong, Mizanur Rahman, Musayeva Aisulu, Tan Yok Chu, Afra Sulaiman Khalaf Al-Kalbani, Chong Kurying Jessica, Ganapati Maria, Gao Yi Chi, Huang Tao, Joey Ann Wong Chu Yen, Kokila Vani Balakrishnan, Lai Wenjing, Shamhid Ali, Tamil Selvan Chandran, Vatsala Vijayan, and Krishna Ravichandra. The following students will be receiving the Best Student Prizes 2019. From the Master's Program, Joey Ann Wong Chu Yen. Bachelor of Science in Actuarial Studies, Lau Chu Yen, pardon me. Bachelor of Arts in International Business Management, Abel Anafi Yusufu. Bachelor of Arts in Product Design, Lee Kian Chong. Bachelor of Arts in International Relations, Jerusha Chan Siu Ling. Bachelor of Science in Business Computing, Pan Yan Zi. Bachelor of Science in Cybersecurity, Dylan Bong Zi Hang. Bachelor of Science in Forensic Computing, Go Jia Yi. The following students will be receiving the Best Student Project Awards from the Master's Program, Joey Ann Wong Chu Yen. Best Project, Bachelor of Arts, Accounting and Finance, Parmeshwari Gauravi. Bachelor in Banking and Finance, Yap Jing Yi. Yap Jing E. No? Sorry. Sorry. Are you Yap Jing E? Okay. My apologies. My apologies. Lau Chu Yan. Abel Anafi Yusufu. Mushira Mahmud Musle Haidir Al-Rasas. Christopher Yong Zen An from the Bachelor of Arts in Product Design program. Bachelor in Banking and Finance, Yap Jing E. Bachelor of Arts in Visual Effects and Concept Design, Chong Carmen. Chong Carmen. Best Project for Bachelor of Arts in International Relations, Leticia Edlina Gomez. Bachelor of Science in Business Information Technology, Tam Yi Hui. Bachelor of Science in Cybersecurity, Joko Tan Guan Min. Bachelor of Science in Forensic Computing, Simon Xiao Kayang.
Thank you, Professor Yayan Ellis, for doing the honors. With great pleasure, we would now like to invite Datuk Paramjit Singh, the Chief Executive Officer of APIT Education Group, to deliver the congratulatory address.
Don't worry, I know it is your day, you want to be with your families, but that's all I've got to say. Professor Ellis, thank you so much for honoring us with your presence. I want to go back to your valedictorian friends. It was a heart-rendering address by both of them. Abel, where are you? Where's Abel? He's gone off. And Dinesh, I know you are somewhere here. Yeah, all right. And they did allude to the fact that there were sleepless nights and tough deadlines. We don't deny that. You've obviously been given deadlines that you can hardly manage. You were given more work than you could easily do. But all this was preparing you for the real work, the real world of your professional world. Yeah? And this is how you need to work. But I also noted during their address that at the same time you had a good time. That You all enjoyed yourself, and not only that, undertook Taekwondo. But there's something to be said about that. It is amazing that so many students take up this sport that we started about 20 years ago. And students who have had no background or experience in it. And we've always made it for the last 15 to 20 years as the national champion among universities. Yeah. And it's so lovely to see almost every evening practices going on at the back of this hall on the ground floor. And it's not just one single nationality, it's all nationalities from around the world. And it's equally gratifying to see a perfect gender balance as well. Yeah, not just a male sport, but it's also equally participated by the female students. That's lovely. And a university is not just what you do in classrooms, but it is as much as what you do outside the classrooms. And there's been an amazing array of activities all the time, countless activities, cultural in nature, where we celebrate national days, independence days, and various other cultural events. I know this hall is being set up for a musical this evening, and I know they were setting it up last night to practice and then dismantle it for this ceremony and then get back again in the evening. You've had an all-rounded experience. You've had the benefit of being in an environment that represents an international microcosm. You've had friends from so many countries, 130 countries. And not all your friends who were foreign are here today, because many of them have to go back after they finish a course and they can't wait for their graduations. But this has been very enriching experience for you. And this is what the real world of work actually demands from you, the ability to work together. Your Vice Chancellor had outlined a number of qualities that are required of professional graduates, not just graduates, professional graduates. The testimony of how well received our graduates are was actually just announced 2 weeks ago. Every year, the Ministry of Education does a tracer study. A tracer study is to identify how many graduates have actually started work after graduating. It's done across all universities. And I think those of you who are here also went online to fill up a template from the Ministry of Education, to fill up details about where you work and things like that. Every year, the ministry announces the employability percentage for every university in this country, public and private. For 2018, the results were just announced 2 weeks ago. And your university has got 100% employability. Yeah. These are not my figures. This is the survey that's done throughout the year. And your university, APU and UPIT, is the only university in the country with 100%. Okay. No others. Even the best public university could not reach up to that level. Yeah? And everybody else is at 70, 60, 80 sort of thing. That's quite an achievement. We've always had a track record for employability. And this is where, when your Professor Ron Edwards, as the Vice Chancellor, said, your lecturers would have been role models we like to make them role models. They're not perfect. Sorry, guys. They're not perfect, but they are as close as perfect as they can get. More than 90% of the lecturers who are teaching you come from industry. They're not born academics. They come from industry. The experience they give you is very valuable because they have come from the environment into which you aspire to go to. So they bring real life experiences with them. They're not theoreticians. They don't just teach you theory. So you've had the benefit of a highly industry-oriented environment where more than 90% of your teaching staff are from industry with experience. The campus is also designed not to look like a typical academic college with a clock tower on a roundabout and buildings all spread out apart from each other so that we can separate you. Here, all the buildings are linked to the spine, a central spine, so that it integrates you, does not separate you. In our monsoon-type weather, if we separated all the building blocks across a vast space of land, you'll all be sitting until the rain stops before you can move to another building. So in the design of this campus itself, integration was taken into consideration. Integrating not just students with students, integrating nationalities from across the globe so that we can benefit and leverage upon different cultures and different experiences. So this is the benefit that you've had, and I hope it serves you well in the professional world of work. And it will. Talking about sports, before I forget, one of your graduate friends today, Azwa Ahmad Tajiri, where are you? National cricketer in the national team. Hope you make it to the World Cup one day. So we've had also all-rounded students here, and this is, again, not simply to give you a square experience of being in classrooms and out, but a lot more than that. I've said enough of that. Your valedictorian, Abel, also said something very interesting. He said, this graduation is not the end of an achievement. It is actually the beginning of one. What you do from here onwards depends really so much on you. You've got a degree that's probably going to open the doors to a job, your first job. And where you go from there is going to depend so much on how you develop yourself. How much more you put into yourself, how much more you invest in yourself. So it does not just simply end here. This is just a certification to get you through your first door. Just a little while ago, there was an occasion called Africa Day that I attended. It's very interesting that when I go for functions like that, I'll always end up meeting somebody who's graduated decades ago or who was my student some time ago. I met this lady, and she came up to me and said, "Do you remember me?" Well, of course, it's a bit difficult to remember everybody. And I said, "No, I don't." Then she reminded me about who she was, and she was my student in 1984, before you guys were born. So she gave me her card, and she had 2 or 3 people around her assisting her. So I just generally thought, you must have become somebody really big. You've got all these people around you, you know. somebody carrying your handbag for you and walking around with you, and so forth. And so she told me she actually designs and manufactures ladies' shoes. So I said, you must be the Jimmy Choo of Malaysia then. She said, yeah, a bit like that, because she's got boutique shops in top-end shopping areas, like even Bangsa shopping, so it must be good stuff. It's always so nice to bump into people who remind me of what they were 30 years ago or 40 years ago and what they've become. And there's so many of them who become entrepreneurs. We have job fairs on campus, and it's so nice to see that some of these job fairs are by companies that are actually owned by our former graduates. If you didn't know, 90% of GDP contribution in this country is not by multinational companies. It is by SMEs, small and medium-sized enterprises. So don't look down on small companies because they are contributing 90% of this nation's GDP. And there are so many, and there are hundreds of thousands of these companies that make up the economy of this country. They are the powerhouse. So think about becoming entrepreneurs. Yeah, not just be content to be employees all your lives. And I've seen so many successful ones. Then the first time we were decorating this hall, we had to get external event management companies to come and do something for us because we used to hold our graduations outside. And it was so gratifying to meet 3 people at least in that team from that event management company. They were our former students. And they run 2 different companies, specializing in different parts of event management. Again, they said, we are from the 1999 batch, 1998 batch, 2000 batch. This sort of thing just goes on, all right? So look beyond the horizons of, because we have given you skills far beyond just simply employability skills. We've made you work pretty hard, very hard. And your work has been innovative. Otherwise, you would not have gone through your FYPs and things like that. So you deserve a big pat on your back for having graduated today, because you've graduated not just as school kids with degrees, but as professionals with degrees. That's the difference. That's why you're highly employable. But there are people behind your success that's made this really possible. And many of them would have sacrificed way beyond money to support you. They would have given you the support, the moral support that you needed to keep going. And they would have assisted you in many other ways to keep your morale up. And they would have been there when you would have been down, when you have been stressed. And these are your parents, your relatives, brothers and sisters, and some of them who are here. If you could stand here and look around the hall, I was sitting there and looking around this hall. If you could stand here, you'll find pride on their faces as you walk up to this stage. Real pride. And I see them coming up with their cameras and clicking pictures, so I know who your parents are and who your relatives are. But I also see a sense of relief in them today, because from now on, they don't have to financially support you. You're on your own. Can I ask you, graduates, to honor all their sacrifices and to acknowledge all they've done for you? If you stand, turn around and give them a heartiest applause, please. Thank you. I will also take this opportunity at the same time to thank and express my gratitude to my colleagues who are here and your lecturers, and I hope you can acknowledge that too. They have come forward with passion and a determination to make our graduates successful and achieve the best that they could in your short 3 to 4 years with us. But if I may also speak on behalf of them, we've enjoyed having you here, and I hope you have equally enjoyed being with us. Good luck to your future careers. Thank you.
Thank you, Dato' Paramjit Singh, for doing the honors. For one final presentation of a student award, I would first like to invite Professor Yayan Ellis to present the scroll to a very special student of ours, the best student of Bachelor of Arts Honours in Accounting and Finance. Please help us to welcome Ms. Sharon Lee Ming Yi. Thank you once again, Professor Yayan, for doing the honors. Ladies and gentlemen, this now concludes the 2019 graduation ceremony of Asia Pacific University. The academic procession will now make its way out from the hall, followed by members of the faculty and graduates. Will the audience kindly rise? And guests are kindly requested to remain in the hall till all the graduates have exited. Please help yourselves to lunch soon after, which will be served at the center point on the 3rd floor. Thank you again for your presence and support. And again, as a reminder, do be wary of the traffic conditions in TPM today due to the FA Football Cup final. Have a safe journey back home and have a pleasant day. Thank you once again.